Welcome to the Modern Savage Podcast, episode 27. I'm the Gehrig of balls.
It was just like...
Right, it's not as bad as any other swear word.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I accidentally shouted it this morning when I was talking about last podcast.
When did you shout it?
I shouted it at work.
Oh, at work. That's great.
About 20 feet away from the gay guy at work. Because I'm not appropriate.
Yeah.
I wasn't shouting it in a mean way. I was explaining the beginning of the last show to a coworker.
Yeah.
That's an occasional listener.
You were just quoting your wife.
Yes.
I understand.
Yeah. So, but I accidentally said it a little loud.
Yeah.
And if you weren't, right up on the conversation,
It's just,
Hard F-bomb over there.
dropping F-bombs.
calling HR. This is a situation now.
Did anyone drop a...
No
Clench
one
their
grabbed
pearls?
this. No.
That's what Vince always says. My kid does that. Like, he'll be like, Vince will be like, you don't have to, what do you say, clutch your pearls, gas? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My stars.
Oh my word. Yeah, it's not that kind of... Well, it would have been that kind of situation, but... I don't know. I think the office gay guy was probably outside, I think, at that point.
the office gay guy, like it's the class
Like,
pet.
there's a token...
I have to feed the class.
You hope
I
he
have
was
to feed the
outside.
office gay.
Like, there's
My
a
turn.
token gay guy
You're about
everywhere.
to go into HR Monday morning, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Vince, did you say this?
Because about 50 people on the internet told me you said this.
Did you say this on Saturday? Did you yell, suck my dick, faggot?
Did you
Because
say...
it really offended Jeffrey.
Did you say retard and faggot within 10 seconds of each other? In a room full of people.
No, but I recorded it.
And then I said it.
And then we riffed off it. Yeah.
I was really bragging about it. Because I'm all cool and edgy. Dude. I'm going back against PC culture. I'm going hard.
Are you alt-right?
No,
Oh,
no,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
I'm not. I don't want to use it to hurt people. I want to use it like I did when I was 11.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
That was my point exactly that I was trying to make.
Like when you're a kid, you
The
just
PC shit is getting outrageous now, though.
like you just.
It really is. You can't say anything, and
Nothing.
everyone's just like, you need to apologize.
so when you
What
say
the fuck do I need
this...
to apologize for? Like, so don't listen to me. Tell me to
Right.
go fuck myself.
And move on.
I don't,
Like, I'm not punching you in the face.
Remember,
like, I'm
remember the
not...
Duck Dynasty guy when he said all that shit? Like, look at him, like he wouldn't fucking like. You
Yeah,
couldn't
you
tell
shocked?
that dude was gonna start screaming
Right.
shit like
Or
that.
Paula Dean saying some fucking... Just
Yeah,
like,
Paula Dane. Of course, she was gonna drop something like.
Her accent says it.
yeah. Like, you come from...
Shitting at a slavery themed wedding. Of course, it's Paula Dean.
Was that what she said?
I don't really know. What
I
it
can't
was.
remember.
I don't think so.
I thought she
it had
used-
been something
I
like
thought
that.
she used the N-word like 40 years
It
ago.
was like a
and,
long
like,
time ago.
I didn't even think it was that. I thought she said something insensitive.
I thought she
I thought it
dropped
was-
the
I thought she
N-bomb.
just dropped
I
that
think
hard
it was.
N.
I think it was something that was like old audio, and she said it.
But
And
I thought it was
like
the
a-
N-bomb, though.
It was the N-bomb.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Who the fuck cares?
I mean,
Right, especially, like, it was a long time ago. Like,
Yeah,
we all say
like-
stupid stuff a long time ago.
She cooks. I don't fucking... Can you still cook? You like butter? We're fucking in.
yeah.
I don't care
We're
about
in.
it. That's like people that get upset about athletes for
Yeah.
like their personal lives.
Yeah.
Oh, he's smoking drugs, then he got drunk in a club and punched someone. I don't fucking care. Catch the
But-
goddamn ball.
It gets dicey when the majority of society starts caring.
Like Colin Kaepernick, fucking, I don't have him on my fantasy team. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Take a knee.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I get it, dude.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, it's people are very affected by these things now. It's great. It's good that all of us are pretty much hands off on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just know it's not affecting our day-to-day
No,
lives.
listen, like, I don't want to hurt people's feelings, and that's not what I'm out to fucking
Yeah.
do. I just point at bullshit, alright?
Yeah.
And I laugh at it.
Yeah.
That's my fucking job.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's
clearly it's bumming you out.
It's because it's a bummer because
It is a bummer.
It's coming and it's obvious. It's here. You know what I mean? Now,
I do. Eventually, it'll make a mockery of itself eventually.
I jokingly asked you if you were all right, but that is part of what they drive behind. Is that is part of their drive. Is saying political correctness has to come to an end. It's the dressed up version of it, and it's made nice when some very personable, flamboyant man makes that remark, that Milo dude. But like, it's not good. You know what I mean? It's not good to go that far just to retaliate to that. You just got to stand your ground. You know what I mean?
See, I don't like. I think a lot of those hot topics and shit like that are funny. Like the meme I posted about with that old lady in the inhaler. It says, when your granddaughter brought Tyrone home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at that because it's racist. I'm laughing at it because it's a stereotype.
Yeah.
I like stereotypical humor.
Yeah.
And it just so happens the two funniest parts of that happen to be race related or LGBT related. You know what I mean? Like, that's not funny to me because she's being a racist. It's funny to me because that's something that old white women do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm laughing at her stereotype, not her being racist. You know what I mean?
But there's people that demonize that now as being just as offensive as making a racist joke.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Like,
But there's nothing fucking wrong with that.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what part of that meme was wrong. Like, that's not... Tell me that didn't happen on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What
Somewhere.
didn't happen on Thanksgiving?
I was talking about that meme I posted about... It had a picture of an old lady with an inhaler, and it says, when your granddaughter brings Tyrone home for Thanksgiving.
Oh, man.
Melissa, do you want to know what Paula Deen did?
Yeah.
Yes.
She admits to using the N-word and making racist and anti-Semitic jokes. She also allegedly describes her interest in hiring black waiters dressed to look like slaves at a wedding.
What the shit? She voted for Trump. Yeah, she did. Nice observation, Chris.
I knew I wasn't crazy about the slavery thing. I knew.
Yeah,
That's a little fucked up.
That is.
Yeah.
That is actually.
Oof.
Ooh, that's rough.
Like,
Listen,
that's racist.
not all Trump supporters are racist, but all racists are Trump supporters. There's very few times that I will see a house rocking a Confederate flag as a fucking curtain that doesn't have a Trump sign in their front yard.
Yeah.
So, like...
Won't tell
Yeah.
you they support him.
I'm not even sure they know why.
A rectangle is not a square, but a square is still a rectangle. And it's because it fits one way, but the other way it doesn't match up. Yeah.
That's...
That's messed up though. I didn't know it was that deep. I thought it was just an offhand remark she made. And
Yeah, right?
Apparently she just said that she said it one time.
Yeah.
That's what she's in trouble for, admitting to using it once.
Right. The one time they caught her on video. Like, she
Holy
only ever said it that once. Yeah, that was
a bad
pretty...
kid one time.
That was a pretty terrible thing to say.
I just did it that once, though.
Right.
Sure.
Just
Now
this
we've
one
learned.
time.
I've grown as a person.
We've grown as people.
I know.
Nah,
Nah.
No, I still got one foot in the primordial ooze, man.
Ow. Wow.
Is that something recent that just came out?
Oh, like
Oh, no, it's
years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what
At
I
least
thought.
like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while, but that's when
But
it
then
was
she said
actually.
it, I think she actually said it a long time before she got in trouble for
Yeah.
it.
When somebody had it on video.
Right.
The magic videotapes.
I mean, I don't think she got in, like, legal trouble, but I mean, everybody
Yeah.
was just real mad about it, and our
Yeah.
shows got canceled and stuff.
She's back on TV now, right?
Well, yeah, she's, like, skinny now because she had, like, diabetes or something.
What the fuck?
I mean,
No
she, like,
fucking shit.
Right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I bet she looks like she's wearing a Paula Deen suit.
yeah, she looks like she's wearing an Egger suit
Oh, man.
for sure.
Sugar water.
I'm just seeing a producer explaining to a guy in a suit about Paula Deen's new cooking show.
Just a shell of my former self.
Oh God.
Fucking Paul.
Coasters? Coasters?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Dude, that
fancy?
microphone is super sensitive.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, it'll hear you tapping your foot.
Really? Am I tapping my foot?
Probably.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. But it will. It hears
No, we're all gonna
everything.
start.
Now
I mean,
I
it's
like
on
wanna,
carpet. I think it'll be
Yeah.
alright.
It's better than it used to
I
be.
want to like grab it directly and talk.
You don't have to do that.
Are you sure?
It's a 50s mic, man.
Are you sure?
No, you're okay. You don't have to. It hears all.
I'm gonna stare at my foot the whole time now.
Okay. It hears the refrigerator running. I'm sure of it. But I don't know, man. That thing picks up everything.
It does. It's really cool.
Except for when there's background noise that you don't want,
Yeah.
and then it picks everything.
Well, I like when we would record upstairs. It's better down here.
Yeah, you can. Like when we did it upstairs, you could hear like ceiling fans,
Ceiling
and
fans.
refrigerators.
Yeah.
Just your shit
There's
kicking
only
on.
one refrigerator, man.
Right, they're saying this like
I'm just a
seven.
regular guy. I don't have a few refrigerators in my kitchen. I just have one.
You don't have like backups running? Nowhere? No. You got
Just a regular guy.
I'm just a regular guy.
I got dual fridges.
Yeah, I see it.
There's fridges in every room of this house.
I mean, maybe like it would. You could also have a freezer. But
Yeah.
Not like
No.
I don't have like
Fucking-
3 fridges in my kitchen, multiple refrigerators.
No.
No,
Normal people.
my kitchen's actually a kitchen display.
It's an IKEA setup.
Yeah. I've been fooled. Somebody snuck in, I think.
Oh shit! I forgot to shut my phone off too. All right. So freaking, tell me about you running for what was it in Oregon?
I ran for the state representative for District 13,
Okay.
which serves Eugene and a smaller city called Coburg. Part of Eugene. It's about 60,000 people. When I moved there, I registered as a libertarian. I agree with like 70% of what libertarians tend to talk about. The other 30 I kind of disagree with. Just
Like what?
taxation, issues concerning taxation. If you remove all social programs, there's too many people now.
Yeah.
Like there would be anarchy. It would be
Oh, fuck.
It would be awful. You can't strip everything. And literally there are libertarians that want to do that. They want to defund a lot of social programs. I don't agree with that. But I agree with limiting power to government. That's a very big thing. And I got a letter in February saying they were looking for people to run, and even just to show that the party was becoming active. That presently it looked like there is much dissension amongst the parties, that this is the time. There's a third party that is going to come about, and they wanted to show they are there. They are already there. Well, I can do that. No one ran against me in Eugene. So I won with 7 votes in Eugene, in the local area. 7 libertarians voted for me. That's all the people that voted for me in the party primary. Now, so I started like thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna end up on the primary ballot. I started looking into how to gain traction reasonably, because I had to stay under $750 because I didn't have a treasurer. I was not going to get into that. That regards Oregon law with funding for campaigning as a third party. If you go over $750, you have to have a tracked expenditure that I'm not that.
You can't even fathom.
Yeah, like now knowing that moving forward, now I'm better prepared to handle something like that. So this is a crazy learning experience for me.
So you're thinking about doing this again?
Probably more on a local level, but it's something I could definitely see myself doing again. I would probably do it as an independent, though. I have questions with the Libertarian Party, especially a couple things that happened. Really, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get into this with, like, I'm going to really try. So they have this booklet they send out, shows the voter pamphlet, shows you all the candidates. It's a sum of money to get into this pamphlet, or you need 2,000 signatures. I'm not going to get 2,000 signatures. I don't have that money. So the party has a PAC that helps you cover that expenditure. Now they want a summary, 325-word explanation of who you are and what you bring to the table. And most people who do this, it's a fucking suckfest. It's just like, I've been a lawyer for 10 years and I've been head of this and that. I wrote a 14-word summary. It essentially boiled down to, I am a reasonably normal person who has the best interests of people in mind. That's paraphrasing. I think that's around 14 words though. But the PAC said no. They essentially said we're not gonna pay to have.
You're
it published.
fucking around.
Yeah, you're
That's
fucking
what
around.
said.
They essentially looked at me and I said, I think honestly, this time through, if someone saw that, it would make them go, okay. I see you there. When they turned that down, it discouraged me. It incredibly discouraged me. I was like, I'm not going to get to do this how I wanted to. For it to be fun and let people know that I can, if I was put in that position, I thoroughly feel like I could have done that.
Was that a paying gig?
Yeah, and I mean, state of Oregon pays part-time. It ends up being like a part-time gig by the state of Oregon. So, I mean, it's a little less than I make now, to be honest. But I don't care. Like, I have reading comprehension skills. I'm willing to take a realistic look at social issues and understand them and try to apply government to resolve social issues. I think there's a lot of people like that should be running, and instead we have people who are lawyers who are trying to figure out loopholes for things that for
Not
us.
The interest
People-
of a few.
the interest of a few. I think that's kind of undeniable at this point in this country.
Yeah.
That is government at this point. That's how you stop it. We have to run. Like that, we have to literally, when you say take it, not violently, we have to run and get elected.
Yeah.
And that's how we have to do it. I'm just a normal fucking dude. You know what I mean?
Mayor.
That, honestly, there was a longtime mayor of Eugene who just stepped down. And a new one got elected, and I think that might be what I try to run for in 2018. If I run for something out there. So,
That'd be cool.
yeah, that's a little more local.
You should run for mayor. You guys should both run for mayor.
I can't run for mayor.
Why?
If I did it again, though, like I said, I would do it as an independent. I would totally do it as an independent. It's just, people associate libertarianism with the... Once they get into it, they want to get rid of all the social programs. And it's like, kind of, yeah, now they...
I've been called a lot of names
Yeah.
after being like, you know, I'm libertarian leaning or I'm libertarian.
Yeah.
I've been called some names.
Yeah.
Communist, socialist, racist.
Well,
And that's just like I'm saying, like from spark judgment from people.
yeah, and
If I like somebody that doesn't know me or whatever.
a lot of them
Just talking.
are defected Republicans. And that is
Yeah.
true. The party is mainly made up of defected Republicans who just want you to stay off their fucking land.
Yeah.
They want to do weird church shit, and they want you to leave them the fuck alone. Like the Pauls, they just.
But
wanna
they're
do
also
weird
willing to
church
leave you the fuck alone.
shit. Yeah. But like Ron Paul even has interesting views regarding he understands you can't absolve everything.
Yeah.
He honestly understands that, and people kind of get on him because he says some radical shit concerning like reforming the government. But I mean, it's
A lot
going
of
to take
fiscal
some crazy
things.
shit to fix what's going on. It really is. I think it's going to take a lot of
I think that's a
upheaval and
good
growing
start.
pains. Huh.
I think that's a good start. Like you said, you have to run.
Yeah, and I I talked to people about it. A lot of left-leaning people at work who understand libertarianism and who have talked to me and said, I would vote for you if you were in my district. That was a problem I had. A lot of people I worked with were outside of my district. Like, it was only a part of Eugene. So a lot of the people I had connections with weren't even in my district, which kind of sucked, too. That kind of discouraged me.
So, what does the entire job entail?
Okay, so essentially, the job boils down to reading legislation that is proposed and voting yes or no on these legislations. Now, that seems very simple. They do that shit for, like, hours, reading legislation, researching legislation, gathering in small committees amongst other representatives to research proposed measures and laws that are going to be passed into effect. It's grueling. It's just, honestly, it's just a lot of reading, comprehending, sitting back, talking with people, figuring out why this is good for the people who you represent, and figuring out why this is bad for the people you represent, and how to inform them accordingly. And that is what the job boils down to. It's a tall task, but it's manageable, and it's not one that's done well anywhere in this country. There are very few representatives who are honestly... Have you ever heard from a representative? Ever?
Yeah, like...
Have you ever heard from a...
No.
No. There's a couple of them that are coming around now.
Sometimes, yeah, campaigning.
Yeah.
But normally, like, if the closest you're getting, they'll send their wife out.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. I've seen that tactic.
If you ever talk to someone, talk to them.
Yeah.
Honestly, ask them some things. Ask them what they believe, and if you can tell that they're being genuine about what they want to do and what they feel, and give them a chance. You know what I mean? Regardless of what party they associate with,
Right.
Just ask them, because.
Well, I think that's a big part of it too, is being open-minded to every single party. Like, I will sit down and listen to what everyone has to say.
Yeah.
I don't care what color they're wearing or what.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
not
mean? If
picking my political stance based on, a
the
name.
party.
There's
A lot of people do that.
are.
Well, yeah, a lot of people know
are.
nothing about.
Most people are.
And that was, I mean, I found myself defending libertarian ideology when I would talk with people on the internet. When I started running...
That's your first mistake. Talking to people on the
stopped Facebooking a lot, because when I would start talking about it, I would get into these back and forths about just stupid shit. That I found myself defending ideologies I didn't completely agree with.
Yeah.
internet.
Like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm just fucking logging off. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to talk to you about this, and we're going to talk it through. I understand there's contradictions to just about everything.
Yeah, I know.
That's what worries me about trying to run for political office, is the game right now is it's ideologies. Just it's pushing your idea and resisting the other ideas. I see the flaws in all ideas. I don't want to push anything. I want to fucking...
Let's do stuff.
Let's do stuff. Acknowledge that it's a mess and figure out where to go from there. Not just
Move
blaming.
forward.
And,
Don't just keep doing the same thing.
There's no solution. You're just bitching.
How do you
Yeah.
go forward from this point? Let's figure that out. Not who has been at fault for the stalemate.
Right, but
now.
it's like
Let's get out
the
of
first
this
step
stalemate.
is admitting you have a problem. Like,
Yeah.
and no one's doing that.
Yeah,
I think I have a problem.
it's easy to fall into just start saying stuff and agreeing. Yeah, I agree with that. You're reading something. Yeah, I agree with that. It's only like when you stop and critically think about those things, you're like, it's just
the implications.
Yeah.
What are the implications of this?
Because of the implications.
What happens now?
But I'm glad I get to say I was on an election ballot with Donald Trump.
That is
It's the
fantastic.
craziest thing in the world. I got the ballot in the mail. I'm just looking at it. I'm like,
Holy fuck.
I'm beside myself. I've gotten to this point,
You should have framed it.
But then you don't vote. I should have copied it and
You should have
framed
copied
it. Yeah,
it.
but
You
it
should
was
definitely
good.
copy
It was just to see it and
Is that
just
leaving?
know. Huh?
You could probably get in trouble for that.
Probably, but I should have done it anyways.
You shouldn't
get a
have
little
done it
trouble for a lot of
anyways.
shit.
That's right.
Just take a picture of it.
I have pictures of it. I took 2 pictures of it. They're buried somewhere in my phone somewhere. You know?
You get those blown up and print it out, hang it on a wall.
That is amazing.
Because that is fucking
Chris Tsekouras,
insane.
Donald Trump.
I was like, yeah, and I'm like,
I want a
look,
poster of it.
I'm beside myself. I couldn't fucking. What have I done? Fucked up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a crazy, like, life accomplishment.
It would have been something to. It's neat to do and say I did. I ended up getting 1,000 votes, which is 3% of the total votes.
That's fucking insane.
That is insane.
The number is insane. The percentage is roughly party average across the state.
Right.
So the idea of what I was trying to get across, obviously I didn't talk to enough people to get that across. So if I'm going to move forward with that, an accomplishment is down the road. That's how I'm feeling about that. It was an attempt. It wasn't.
And you learned a lot.
I learned a ton.
You learned how to do it.
Yeah, essentially, like the running was the most complicated part. I mean, I almost missed a party deadline because it was different than the state deadline for filing paperwork. Why is the party setting arbitrary
Right.
You know what I mean? That's something I just didn't even consider being a thing. I knew the state
Right.
deadline. I'll get this shit done.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually.
Well, the party deadline was like a month and a half before the state deadline.
Holy
Stupid.
shit.
I was going to do this shit like a month before the state deadline to just make sure I had all my ducks in a row on everything. And then when I cut it close to the state deadline, I was trying to get a hold of the guy who I sent it to, and radio silence. Like, he had been contacting me, and then suddenly it was radio silence. I'm like, did I just miss a deadline, and now I can't do this? I have to tell everyone, like, oh yeah, I just missed a deadline. I'm not going to be there. But I worked it out with him. It was just, some libertarians aren't necessarily at a computer 24/7. They're out in the fields, working their fields in Central Oregon.
Living in the woods somewhere.
Taking over federal buildings.
Ryan said, whoops.
Doing shit.
Yeah.
So, how is life different there? I mean,
Everything you said, you couldn't talk there. You, Vince, you could talk. You know. You've seen it.
How did he react to it? Tell me stories.
So,
I liked it out there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you like the folk?
Portland was funny.
I never nice. Everyone. I didn't know.
Oh, sure, there's.
I didn't come across one rude person the whole time I was there.
Oh,
I was there for a week.
Yeah.
Like shit out west is way different. It's way
Way
different.
nicer.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That's all they do is fucking smoke weed and drink craft beer.
It's like manners goes out the window, though. No one's rude, but no one's polite either. I've gotten some of the worst service in the world in the Northwest, and it's a culture thing. It's the standard there. Like, do you remember the biscuit restaurant we went to in Portland where we had the biscuits and gravy? I think you had a pork barbecue biscuit. That place we ate.
That sounds delicious.
Right.
Do you remember how it was like, there wasn't waiters. You went to the counter and ordered, and then someone brings you it out. You get your own drink from
Like
the
Biscuit
water.
World, probably.
Yeah. But it was like fancy. But literally all the artisan small restaurants out there are table service like that. And it's a standard out there that it's just...
Like the inside of a fast food restaurant.
Kind of. And it's just like there's no polite atmosphere. There's no southern hospitality. That idea is not in the Northwest at all. It's kind of... I don't care, you know what I mean? Because half the time I don't talk to anyone anyway, so...
I thought someone came around and gave me another drink.
Are you sure? Because I thought we just had to fill up out of the water thing.
Are you just going to the Golden Corral? Or
There's places like that.
The Golden Corral at least has, like, waitresses.
Yeah.
That bit.
Papa's had waiters. That place in Eugene. That place is good, and they actually do provide the best service I've gotten there. They're actually bringing you your food, asking you need more drinks or anything like that. And
That's weird.
What was that?
That is weird.
that was the barbecue place. Didn't we go there? Papa's Soul Food. I thought we did. I don't know.
I don't know if I
Sounds
can
like
do
it would be a good place
It
to
does.
go.
The best thing about Josh in Portland was the hipster trash. It's like just like
bet he
seeing
loved
someone
it.
on a bike, hipster trash. And someone walking down the street next to the that bookstore that's in Portlandia. The
Oh,
woman
dude,
who-
I have pictures of that bookstore. It's so funny. Yeah, you don't ever watch Portlandia, though.
No.
There's this bookstore that they make fun of in this show. Because they're feminists. Like, hardcore
Ugh.
feminists.
they won't let Portlandia film there anymore. They said that the characters are transphobic and they are offensive, and they've been very inconsiderate the entire time they've been filming there, and they've decided to end the relationship with them.
I think I might be transphobic.
Yeah?
I feel like
Not willingly.
You're not transphobic.
You're not going to act on hate out of that.
No,
Yeah.
it just makes me very uncomfortable.
It makes you uncomfortable, but then you just have to ask questions and you get over it.
Yeah, but like I have no problem with
You're
them
not
doing it.
gonna
I just
like
don't want to be
everything.
around it.
Right, exactly.
I'm allowed to
That's
not
what I'm
like
telling
it,
you.
right?
Public
Yeah.
displays of sexuality make me uncomfortable in general.
Yeah,
So,
like that's what I'm telling
yeah,
you. You
no
don't
one's
have
used
to
to it.
like shit.
yeah.
You just have to
Accept
like
it.
not be an
that's
asshole.
on
Look
and
the
tell
other way.
somebody
That's
else
on
they
you.
can't
You know
do
what I
it.
mean?
Right.
If
Yeah.
that's your baggage, and then if you
Right.
live your, and that's.
I mean,
something
like I'm
uncomfortable.
totally all right with their right to do that. It just makes me uncomfortable to see it.
It's not socially acceptable. Yet. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are ignorant to it. That's why we're not used to it.
Like I accept
Right, 'cause
it.
no-
I don't
no one's-
care.
But it's not
They're just
really
now-
cool if like a man and a woman are somewhere sucking fucking face.
Right, I
Like
feel
that
the same
doesn't
way.
look real great. Like what are you, 14?
Right, like you're in the mall. Like I see it all the time in the mall. It'll be like people my parents
Grown.
age, like
Grown
grown
motherfuckers.
people, like sucking. Like, are you
Right. What
you doing?
What
Like-
the fuck?
Yeah,
Are
that
you,
shit
like,
makes me uncomfortable.
can't go home to mom's house
That
and
shit
do
makes
this?
me
Like,
Go close the door and lick each other's buttholes. Like,
I don't care.
yeah, like,
I don't
have
care.
fun.
care.
No, I want to
care
go
what
make
you
out
do
in
to
the
each
mall.
We're not making
closed
out
doors.
in the mall. I don't even like to hold your hand in the mall. You just drag me along with your big steps.
Hurry up, let's go.
I walk like a mailman.
And he's like dragging me. I just give up behind him.
She's like in a slow jog.
I feel that, man. I walk like that. I have the
Like
I
you have a
the
fucking
walk-
purpose?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking.
And I just like to just lollygag,
Moses.
and I have short little stubby legs, and they just only go so fast. And there's Vince fucking running.
I'm getting there. You getting there?
Yeah,
I'm getting there.
I'm there.
Woo!
Some beers down there?
Yeah, there's beers in that cooler.
Every step.
We have to
Yeah,
have
Jimmy come.
table,
R.I.P. Jimmy come.
because he won't touch it again. That's why I'm not worried about one. Someone's here.
Who is it?
Hi.
Hey,
Jimmy Con was 110% every step of the way.
Every single step. He put
single
110% in that shit. Rest his soul.
Hello.
hey.
What are you doing?
I just woke up and sobered up.
That's
'Cause I
were you
started,
drunk in the daytime?
yeah, it was the Ohio State Michigan game. I started drinking at like 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, that's fun.
That ended
fun.
well for Ohio State fans.
We were lucky.
Yeah. I heard there
We
was
got
a
very lucky.
good spot towards the end of that game.
It went into double overtime.
Yeah. Is there a controversial fourth down? They got the first down call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you follow sports?
I don't-
You're a hockey fan.
I don't college football.
You
I
don't
see
follow
what you've
football.
been doing today.
What?
You're on it. You're like, there's
Titans
a
are playing
sports,
now.
fourth down in this game. Did you watch it?
I was watching highlights on my phone occasionally.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
What? What are the highlights on the phone?
What?
Huh?
ESPN, man. Just
Gotta get the app.
watching. I just use my browser. I've been resisting technology a little bit. I don't
What do you
Twitter.
mean?
I don't Twitter.
I don't Twitter.
I gave up on it. Like I just use it to. Like I switched it to the Modern Savage podcast.
I don't tablet. Really, I don't.
yeah.
My
I don't-
kid's
I use
tablet.
computers. I use a cell phone.
Yeah, and that seems to be. I'm like kind of like drawing a line there. Like laptops, cell phones, I'm good with, but I'm not getting into tablet life. And
Our kids have an iPad.
that's not. They're gonna grow up with technology. They're
Yeah.
gonna be aware of
Yeah,
those
but,
things,
like,
just
kids-
like we were.
Kids my kids' age, like my kids will come home and be like, "Well, so and so has a cell phone." Like I'm like, Like, my oldest one is 9.
Yeah.
He was like, I need a cell phone. I'm like,
No, you don't.
you know me.
Yeah.
And you're with me. You're good. Like, who do you need to talk to?
What are you talking about?
You have an
need
iPad.
shit.
Good enough.
Yeah.
FaceTime.
Right, like, he
Yeah.
texts
Everyone
me
you
from
know is
his
already in
iPad.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put like 5 contacts in there. Like
He's
me,
got the
him,
phone
their
without
dad,
the
like their
fucking-
grandma.
Yeah.
And like he'll be upstairs, I'll be downstairs. He'll text me, I'm hungry.
I know what you got, motherfucker.
He
I pay for
like
it.
my child texts me.
It's
from upstairs.
because it's a child. That's of course that's what they're texting. Of course I text that sometimes. I'm hungry.
Text it to Josh.
Right.
I caved for
Yeah, I
Snapchat.
text you that sometimes.
AKA bring food.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Or let's go somewhere. Or
Sandwiches.
yeah, whatever. Whatever it takes. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
but
win.
kids are super fucking smart with technology.
Yeah, they're pretty good at it.
Like they're really like they've caught on to it. Like
Well,
babysitting
it's just they're just
something
growing
one
up
time,
with
and I
it.
was like,
Yeah.
You
wanna
know,
be
we
able
would
to
have been
play
that
Wii U with
fucking
them, and I was
text
like, I don't
savvy
know
too.
what I'm
If
doing.
like this
He
shit was
like,
around
"Hey,
when we
he
were
was, like,
4.
But some of that too is that you aren't really like a video games person. So like, I feel like that might be
Give me a Super Nintendo and I'll whoop your ass in some Donkey Kong.
That's different. You're not like up with the latest fucking video games though.
That's true.
Like that's not something that you regularly do.
Yeah, but like Shay's 3-year-old son, like he can pull up YouTube and like pull up his.
That's because they've done it. It's repetition.
Hey, we're gonna have to get you another chair because we're recording, and the microphone's gonna be weird with everyone.
Distance.
Yeah,
I'm about
distance.
to go eat a piece of pizza in a minute.
What the hell are we talking about?
I Snapchat. I do Snapchat.
You Snapchat?
I don't have you on Snapchat.
My name is Chris Tsekouras on Snapchat. Like, I really do that. That's it.
I do it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just want to see something funny, I'll send it to Ryan or Ruby.
And that's how I use it too. Like if I can do something funny, I'll do it. But
Or him, and occasionally he'll send me a drunk one.
yeah, yeah, I get the occasional drunk one.
Where it's just dark and you hear like a bottle hitting a... like a...
Never sent you that stuff before. Ever.
No,
That might be exaggerating, but
the
it's...
ones I get start as if he had been talking for like 10 seconds, and it's just pick up where he's fucking damn it, and then it just ends real quick, swearing inaudible. End.
And it only comes at about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like it's like his witching hour for
Shit, that's early.
I know it's early, but he's...
Well, I sent out that one the other night. I was sober, but I was drinking NyQuil.
So you weren't sober.
abusing the big Q.
No, because I was like not long after that. I was not sober, but I was I was sick. I was trying to go to sleep. Fucking ripped a couple shots of NyQuil.
Some of that purple drank.
And I was asleep for about fucking 45 minutes later.
That's
For about
green
15
drink.
hours.
That's green.
Oh,
drink. Green.
the
drink.
green
Zero.
drink.
Purple.
Pixelated.
Yeah.
I don't even
yeah,
think they
I'm
make the
playing
green
Paper
anymore.
Mario.
I think it's only cherry now. It's
Really?
bullshit.
I miss the old green.
What?
I wanted that shit to green. Yeah.
What?
Stain your green.
That tastes like 13.
Stain your teeth. Stain your teeth green. You knew you were fucked up.
You knew you were fucked up.
Looks like you sucked off Gumby.
Oh, there for a while, like I was having trouble sleeping, and I went with the ZQuil, which is,
Oh, yeah.
which is all the sleepy parts and none of the cough medicine parts, which I
I think it's.
Z-Quil.
I think that's. Yeah, it's NyQuil sleeping aid.
yeah, it's just
it's
a,
not even-
NyQuil,
it's not
not
even
the cold
cough syrup.
medicine.
It's
Yeah.
not even cough
We
syrup. It's
attacked
just-
you verbally. I'm
it's just
sorry.
the sleepy stuff
It's
from
just-
NyQuil. Yeah.
It's just a sleep aid.
You have lucid, like, in Keller dreams.
It's amazing.
Holy shit!
You go down.
I've never even tried it before.
Really?
If you like to sleep for like 14 hours
That's fu-
solid,
I'm an
Don't
easy
either.
easy
you'll wake up
dreamer
and you'll
anyway.
be sore from not rolling at all. in your sleep.
Like you wake up and like the top of your body's numb.
I don't fuck with stuff like that. I
It's
sleep
amazing.
just fine.
Well, yeah.
Apparently we don't.
No. I had a hard time sleeping there for a while.
Yeah.
I sleep better now that I'm on Adderall than I ever have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're exhausted.
Because you're zooming around all day.
Sped out.
Speeding on
And
meth
then you
for 12
crash the
hours.
fuck out and you're tired.
Yeah.
I've seen this before.
Like people.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
He started me off on a pretty high dosage.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. He
That's
gave me like
not
25 milligrams right off the bat.
That's good.
Take this every day.
Yep.
Right. He was like, as needed, there you go. And then he was like, I'm going out of town, so here's 2 months worth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We has fun.
Yeah.
No, that dog. Well, dude, as soon as I walked in there, he handed me a cup and made me go
Right.
pee.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know what the fuck we
Instantly.
yeah, like, he's like, I gotta make sure you're not on meth.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
like, so he drug tested me right off the bat. It was. That's how I knew he was like the real deal.
Yeah.
Like some fucking twang free.
Yeah.
Right, just trying to get
I'm not
free
there,
meth.
just
Fucking ice, yeah.
Plus, I was wearing a mailman outfit, and
That doesn't mean you're not on meth, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not insinuating
I mean-
anything, but like,
I mean,
Mailman probably smoke meth,
I'm
I can
sure.
see it.
so they're fucking moving all the time.
right.
Mailman, dude, your mailman is a weirdo.
Always.
I promise.
This
you.
guy, our mailman?
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
My
guarantee
mom is a weirdo.
Oh, you guarantee it. I thought you were like,
You knew him.
I thought
Yeah.
you knew.
No, I don't have to.
Fucking
There's
Chuck.
something wrong with you if you want this job,
Because this hill.
dude. No, this is a riding route. It just takes a special breed.
Why?
Cause you're outside every day, and you just see some of the
yeah,
weirdest
so,
shit.
like, so's a construction worker, so's a fucking...
You,
People, you deal with
you're
people.
you're by yourself a
Yeah.
lot,
Like
Yeah.
a lot.
but you're like, yeah,
I like it.
I like
Like
it
it
a lot. I don't know, man. It's like you feel really alone, but you're just surrounded by life all day.
All right, you guys are all weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fucking-
Maybe I'm just weird.
He's jerking off while he's delivering my mail. Is that what you're doing? You fucking weird.
No, but he's probably doing it in like women's underwear because
I
he's a
feel
fucking
like-
weirdo.
I feel like if I delivered the mail, I probably would just walk along, deliver the mail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I could just truck through that shit. Because, like, I don't know.
dude.
You go a place I might not go
Because,
to, is
well.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might take it to a place I'm not taking it
I'm in
to.
here a lot, and it's not a
Yeah,
good
it's-
place.
Ryan gets non-flashbacks.
Put your headphones on. Put your headphones
I'm
on.
gonna listen to Joe Rogan yell at things.
I wish I could listen to headphones at work all day.
I don't know.
I can't believe you jerk off on people's mail.
I'm not jerking off. What the fuck?
So back to the original point. Do you smoke meth?
No.
He just takes it in pill form.
No, I'm prescribed meth.
That's different.
It's legal.
Yeah, it's seriously
Legal
like a
meth.
molecule away from meth. It's terrifying.
His,
it's
his pill
amphetamine.
bottle says amphetamines.
Yeah,
What is
it's
it?
an amphetamine.
Adderall.
It's not
Oh, yeah.
methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just has
So-
amphetamines. It's like generic for amphetamines. Alright, like,
It says
Thank
amphetamine
you.
salts right on the side.
right.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
that's what it says is the salts.
AKA, I'm gonna get so much shit done today.
I installed a bathroom floor tonight.
See?
Hell yeah. Did you make coffee after that too?
Dude, I start every day with 2 cups of coffee and an Adderall.
That's his whole problem. Is on Sundays he doesn't work.
Yeah.
So he takes Adderall and then he just like frantically touches things in the house. And then
As if he's delivering them.
and then he remodels things. Like every Sunday he remodels a part of our house. It's like a whole room.
I installed vinyl flooring in our bathroom. Like I just recocked it last night at 9:30.
It's a strange thing, but it's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
No, it's like I remodeled something. Oh.
I come
okay.
home and there's like nice new things in
Yeah.
our house because he just wants to do things.
It's just
I wouldn't complain.
No, it's nice.
No, like she came home and like I had ripped out an old radiator and installed an electric baseboard heater. Yeah.
Don't
Hell
burn
yeah.
your house down.
We're good.
Don't burn your house down.
It's just 110. Plugs right in.
Do you
Calm your
think
tits.
that starts fires any different than any other kind of electricity? Because it's 110?
Please, let's not make me paranoid, alright? We don't need to do this. I don't need to think about that all day.
Right, now I don't
Every
leave our
day.
dogs home alone.
God
You
damn it.
shouldn't.
Fuck.
We're gonna have to take our dogs with us.
Do you know that you did it right?
Sorry, your dog's
It just
are
plugs
dead.
in.
It's all Vince's fault.
Oh, I know. I would
Fuck
never
yeah.
forgive them.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's easy. It's easy, they said.
Are our dogs gonna die?
No, they're not gonna fucking die.
We need one of those like cameras so we can face chat.
You
them.
don't need a camera to face
You can
chat the
watch
They're
it.
like
dogs.
$200. I looked
Give me
into
another
it.
water. I'm very
Yeah.
dehydrated. It's been a rough day.
She wants a fucking camera that will show her on the TV so the dogs can like see her,
Oh yeah.
And
and
then
then
I
it
can
feeds
see
them a
them.
treat.
My friend
Right,
has
so like I can
that.
talk to them and I can give them treats while I'm at work.
They also have a ball you can control.
Why?
From your
That's
phone.
what I need to do.
That you
Murphy
can
would
see
just
them.
take it.
He would right. He would take it and hide it behind the couch and it would get stuck. Because he's a dick.
He doesn't want the other two to have it.
No.
He bullies Sydney. Like he won't let her eat sometimes.
I was there when that happened.
She's
once.
4 times his size.
Yeah. He's just a.
She's a husky and a collie.
He's a husky and a collie mix, and he's a
Oh.
corky. Wait,
You've met
what?
Murphy. He looks like a dirty inside-out sock.
I don't know if I've ever met Murphy.
You've never met Murphy?
No, I don't. If I have, it's been one time.
I don't know.
Well, he's small, and Sydney's humongous. And
Yeah.
she'll just sit there and wait until he allows her to eat.
Ugh.
I will have to like pick the food bowl up, take it away from Murphy, and give it to her. And then as soon as I walk away, he bullies her out of that.
Dude,
Ugh.
he's serious. He's a crabby ass old man.
Yeah.
Why?
He's
He
a
is.
crabby ass old man. He plots.
She could kill him if she really wanted
Oh
to.
yeah.
He plots. He sits in the yard. He fucking.
He just sits there and thinks. Like you can just see him
He
plotting.
broods in the
I'm
yard.
gonna fuck shit
Like
up.
it's really weird. Like on like a weird like on a fall evening.
Yeah.
Like where it's just almost dark and the wind's blowing and there's leaves.
His furrow.
And he's just he's sitting in the corner of the yard with his,
With his
chest,
chest.
puffed out, just sitting. And the wind's blowing his hair and he's just taking it in.
all the time.
Holy shit.
Like he's
But only by
brooding.
himself. Like
It's
the
like
other
Batman
dogs
on
can't be
top
out
of a
there.
building. You know that?
Yep.
It's that.
Oh my god.
Watch.
That's-
He seriously is.
He's an asshole.
Waiting to strike.
Yeah. Like come in here, motherfucker.
Says about a lot about the other dog though. If the other dog is bigger and
Oh, she's like at least like 3 times his size.
it's awesome having a just like make it because there could be some tension
Right.
with the 2 wrong personalities.
Right.
That's-
She's really timid.
yeah.
But she was a shelter dog and she was abused, so
I think she's just happy that we
she's
don't
scared of
hit her.
everything.
Yeah.
But
But see, Murphy's he doesn't do it all the time. A lot of the time, he'll just walk away from her and go hide behind the couch. Cause like he tunnels behind like the 2 couches,
Yeah.
and well, she's too big to get back there, and then our other dog's too stupid. Like this is what happened one time. He was tunneling, like Murphy was tunneling, because like our couches like meet in the corner, and so he could just go through both of them. And Leo, our other dog, went through the other way, and they stood there, and neither of them could figure out how to go backwards.
Yeah.
So they just stood there and just kept hitting each other. And then they were crying. So we had to go in and pull them, like by their legs, because neither of them could go backwards.
Holy
They
shit.
didn't get it.
yeah,
They didn't jump over each other. Nothing. They just
they're
kept
just
hitting
pretty
each
stupid.
other.
No
They
reverse.
would have starved to death back then.
Like if we weren't home,
Like 2 rams locked together.
Yeah,
at the
that's what
horns.
it was.
I
Yeah.
just
Holy
couldn't
shit.
because they just kept like trying to go like either way and try to pass each other.
Didn't work out.
It's funny watching dogs go in reverse. It is
Well,
funny,
but
but they
apparently
didn't
ours
have it. Yeah.
Ours don't have that ability. I just think
It
they've
looks-
never had to in their entire lives. They're so spoiled.
What do you do now? Die.
Die.
Well,
This is it.
unfortunately, I just ate, so this is gonna take a while.
What if you would have came in when they were just back there, just sitting down,
What?
staring at each
Right,
other?
luckily we were home.
Like just trying to figure it out.
Just because there's nothing they can do.
Like
There's,
they can really see where they want to go.
but they can't.
No, they would have never figured it out. They weren't even close. Like when we pulled them out, they weren't even close to getting it. They were just
It wasn't like almost.
right. They weren't
No.
like starting. Nope. They were still hitting. And it's like a love seat. Like, it's not even a big old couch or anything where they had to go far. And they could have taken 4 steps. They would have been out in either direction.
Does he still hide like sticks and shit behind there?
Well, he hasn't smuggled them in lately. He was doing this really cool thing. Like Murphy
We'll
was.
smuggle them in.
He would get sticks from the yard because we have a
Yeah.
fenced-in yard, so they just go out there whenever they want. He was sticking sticks in his mouth and closing it, coming in the house, and then spitting them out behind the couch.
Really?
And he had a whole collection of them. And then one day because he'd go back there and chew them up. And then one day I saw like wood shavings,
Like
Yeah.
chips.
like wood chips at the end of our couch, and I was like, "What is that?" And then I look behind the couch, and it looks like we have like critters living back there. You see, it's all these sticks chewed up.
Holy
So I
shit.
was like, we were like, we're gonna figure it out. And he's hiding them in his mouth,
Like he's like deep throating like a stick.
or he would put them in like sideways, but he would close it
Like a squirrel.
like a
packing his
squirrel,
cheek.
Wow.
and then he'd spit it.
Crafty little fucker.
He does
Yeah,
it with
like-
dog food too. He'll go in the kitchen where his bowl is, fill his mouth up with food, bring it in the living room, spit it out, and then eat it one piece at a time. It is the grossest thing to
I've
watch.
never seen a dog do that.
That's crazy intuitive.
That's what he does.
I don't know why he's doing it.
And then he was outside, and Vince cleaned out behind the couch, and he came in and immediately ran back there and was so mad.
Well, now you know what he's thinking about when he's sitting out there fucking brooding. He's
Right,
like,
how to
I'm gonna
sneak in
fucking
these
stick in the
sticks.
house.
Do you know how long it took me to get that many fucking sticks in that house?
I mean, it had to have been for a while, because, I mean, he can only do it one at a time.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there was,
Holy shit.
like,
It looked like someone
Sticks.
mulched behind the couch.
right. We just never really looked back there. Like,
Maybe he was trying to start a garden. All right.
it was a mess.
It's really decorative. I'm proud of him.
He was
Give
so
Martha
mad.
Stewart
Maybe he
shit
had
out
a
of
bigger
the couch.
idea. Maybe he had a bigger idea for the mulch.
He's fucking remodeling shit too, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the front.
He was getting into your
Dude,
methamphetamine.
he's a dog. Yeah. He got into the Adderall.
Do you count your pills?
I would-
No.
So listen, our dogs,
Should.
Maybe.
our dogs today ate a bunch of apple butter pizzelles.
Fucking why?
Because they're dicks. I wanted them, so I was extra mad. Because they were my apple butter pizzelles.
They could have been ours too.
Well, they not anymore. They ate every single goddamn one of them.
That gangly bitch.
That gangly bitch. That's what she is. We call her that. Like, she comes to that now.
Yeah.
Because she's real tall and just dopey and gangly.
She is gangly.
Isn't she? And then she'll, like, lay down and just her gangly ass arms will just be all on.
She lay like you remember the old crash test dummy toys? Like
Yeah.
you throw them and her fucking arms and legs went everywhere.
That's how she lays.
That's how she lays. Like she looks like she's broken.
There's just parts of dog.
It looks like someone dropped her from 20 feet and that's how she landed. But that's just she sleeps like that.
And she's just so tall and, like, she just knocks me over all the time. I have bruises on my
Yeah.
chest from her because I come home and she just tackles me.
Like
And
spaghetti.
that's where she lands. That's what she is. She's just like wet noodles all over the place.
I'm
She's
enjoying
funny.
a
I love
fine
dogs.
Miller
You
Light
have to come
tonight.
see ours. They'll attack
Bottle
you
of
with
water.
kisses.
Yeah.
Product placement.
Yeah.
We're doing that now.
I don't mind it. Like I just
So
wanted. I like
awful.
Miller products. I'm a High Life fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Champagne fan.
The Champagne of beers.
The I miss the Yingling. The craft culture is nice out west. The craft beer culture is nice out west.
I can imagine.
But the second I've gotten the Yinglings out there, I've had a couple people send them to me, and someone brought some out to me too. And it's like, you know, when you're really just been working hard and you just didn't have a bottle of water by you and you're like, fuck, I'm finishing this shit. Fucking need that drink of water, and you just open it and you just like suck it down real quick. Oh, that's what Yingling felt like. Like I just wanted to like instantly just drink it, absorb it into my body. It was as a refreshment, not because it was alcohol or anything like that. It's because it was so tasty and just simple and reminiscent. And it was wonderful.
It was like when we were younger and you could only get it in PA, so you only had
Right.
it sometimes.
Yeah, and it's always been that elusive. And then when it was here, it was all the time. It became the Budweiser of. It was just wonderful. It's wonderful.
I still enjoy it. I don't know.
It's the best nothing special that
Right.
I've ever
Oh,
had in my entire life.
That and High Life is like that to me.
Yeah,
I fucking love it in that way. Like, it's nothing
It's
special.
nothing special.
yeah.
But you get that fucking thing at the perfect temperature.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's
yeah.
nothing better.
It Budweiser tastes like farts. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Some of those beers smell and taste really skunky sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I
I
can't.
can drink one here and there.
I can't
but-
do domestics
Yeah,
at all.
I prefer like half wheat ales, things like
Yeah, like Hefeweizen.
Yeah, like those are just smooth to drink. But
Give me an IPA.
a cold lager. This is good, man.
This is hitting the spot tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
pretty good about
Yeah.
my choice.
that's
I drank a Miller Lite earlier, and I was like, I'm okay with this right now.
They're weird.
They're weird.
I'm uncomfortable about the spelling.
I'm alright with them.
I'd rather
Yeah.
drink out of Bud Light, Coors Light, and whatever light domestic. That's probably what I would drink.
I just haven't had one in a minute.
light domestics. I probably would go for a Coors Light.
I like Coors Light.
Just
Wow.
Water.
Well, yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, one time, and I'm not trying to fucking brag, but I drank like 35 Coors Light. I swear to God, it was fucking an all-day thing. It's the 4th of July. I
Hey, you
just
kept
went-
going, didn't you?
I drank like
They're
maybe
easy to
close
drink,
to 4.
though.
Yeah.
They're so easy.
Yeah.
I remember.
I found
it. Listen, I was taking a piss and I fell down the hill. But I was done pissing. And like I just got up and was just like it was on my uncle's front yard.
Yeah.
I just walked back up the steps and went and sat down.
Nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened.
I remember a 2-day weekend one time. Me, you, and Ryan. 2 day, like a day and a half. It was like a night and the next night, maybe. It was like 3.5 of those 18-pack, 16-ounce Coors Lights. And because we drank them all the time, and it was like, we're not drunk, we just have to pee a lot. It was like, shit, we gotta stop. We gotta find something else. And then Yingling came to West Virginia, and end of story.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, I'm never drinking Coors Light.
Yeah, it was the end. You know, they're still recognized as a craft brewery.
Yingling?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, they're recognized as the largest craft brewery in the U.S.
No
Isn't that
shit.
crazy?
That is wild.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Uh,
I fell out of the beer game, man. I drink that Coney Island shit. I like
There's-
that.
those root beers?
The root beers, the orange cream ale is my favorite
Oh
thing
my
in the
god.
Oof.
world. Oh,
Dang.
Orange cream.
orange cream it tastes
It's
just like a
delicious.
creamsicle.
There's
Ryan has some dish soap that's flavored like orange cream.
Same thing.
Henry's makes a good hard orange soda.
No, this ain't orange soda.
Aw.
This tastes like
Sorry.
tastes like a motherfucking cream.
It's like creamsicle.
Yeah.
And holy shit.
I feel like I could do like 1 or 2 of those.
I feel like I could do about 12 of
Because
those.
one time I drank that hard root beer and I drank like 4 of them and I had to stop because my stomach hurt so bad. There's too much
Those
sugar in that
those
shit.
happens to me. Yeah, it happens to me when I drink those
That
too.
doesn't
I
happen-
stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen with the Coney Island brand for some reason. For me.
Really?
It's happened to me because I was
Really?
like,
Get a little too sugary for you.
I've never tried the Coney Island.
Oh, that's my favorite. The ginger
have
ale's
some in our
awesome,
cooler,
and I don't even like ginger ale.
Oh, yeah.
They make a creamsicle one too. No, not a creamsicle. Cherry sickle or whatever.
Yeah.
Cherry cream or whatever it was.
6-pack of that Coney Island shit will last me like 2 days.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days because I can't drink. It's just I get tired of it.
See, I could pound
Too
those
much.
fucking things.
Oh, they're delicious. They're way better than your dad's root beer.
Oh yeah,
It's
they don't
fucking
taste like
bullshit,
Pepsodent at the end.
I've had those, and the initial taste is like, oh, that's all right, and then
That
it's
aftertaste?
hollow, and like it doesn't taste
Get
like
your
root
dad's a dad's root beer.
See, the Coney Island don't have that weird aftertaste.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like fucking root beer.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'll have to try those.
And it's like 5.8% alcohol.
I kind of really want the orange cream ones though. Like I like root beer, but those. Do you remember the Orange Stewart's orange cream drinks that were just sodas that were in the glass bottle?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if I remember the orange cream one, but I remember
They had like a cherry one and
Yeah.
a root beer that was phenomenal. It was good. I want it. I want it now.
I should have got those instead of this.
Eh.
I've been getting into Oscar Blues.
Yeah?
Have you ever drank any Oscar
No.
Blues? How long are you here till?
Tuesday night.
Stop at my work. We have 17 draft craft beers, a big cooler of craft beers.
Yeah, you work at Basil's, right? I'm gonna try to get there at some
Stop
point
on
before
in.
I go. I got DeCarlo's off the list. I got my slice of DeCarlo's in my Yingling. I want a Bucky's meat salad.
Oh, shit.
That's in Weirton. That's really good.
What's up, Julian?
Shit, what else? I wanted Chico Fiesta,
Oh, man.
and I wanted DJ's ribs, but I don't know if I'm gonna fit all that in.
DJs.
Oh, just some ribs.
Hey.
Hey, listen, if you're available Monday, I'll totally go to Chica Fiesta with you.
Yeah, Monday. I've got to go do stuff with my dad Monday.
I was gonna say, for Monday, I'm available from like noon to like 6.
Most of the day I'll be with my dad. It might be like later that
Or after 8:30.
I'm freed from my father's
After
grasp.
8:30, I am also free. I just have class from 6 to 8:30.
So, what's it like living with legal weed?
It's been fun. I've never really seen people grow weed. I've seen the start of plants. I've seen buds drying. I've never seen a giant outdoor plant. I've seen that. It's been crazy. Like someone's like, "You want to come see what I've been growing?" I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, this
plant
isn't shady
this
at
dude
all.
showed me was 5 feet tall. The buds on it were the size of your arm. And it was like, if me and you embraced in a hug, that's as wide as the plant was.
That's crazy.
Is these outdoor plants. The area is perfect for growing. Outdoor growing. Right? It's literally ideal in that region.
What's the winter like?
The winters are wet. The summers, you have to water the plants. The summers are dry. The summers, it doesn't rain a lot in Eugene. It actually might rain like a handful of times from May till September. It's about 80 to 90, and there's no humidity. Oh, light humidity. It's beats
Here.
well, yeah. That's been the blessing in disguise I didn't think of, that it would be low humidity out there in the summer. Even when it's 95, it's gone up to 107 out there, and it's more tolerable than
Than here?
95 with humidity here.
Really?
Way more tolerable. Yeah. It's hot. Don't get me wrong, it's hot, and then, like, it's weird because the wind will blow, too, and you're like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in an oven. But you're still like, for some reason, I'm not damp. Just like, you're not just...
Permanently.
Yeah. It's weird. It's a very strange feeling.
What about the winter?
The winters are just wet. It's like it is right now here.
I
all
mean,
the
like
time.
temperature.
30 at night, 35 at night, to 45 to 55 in the day.
Winter's like
Oh, that's
2 months
awesome.
there. It's crazy.
I think you just sold me.
Yeah.
Right?
So I can't do the Northwest because Bigfoot.
Eugene
But,
is cool because it stays like that. It's not up in the mountains.
That's the thing.
It's
I know.
relatively low altitude, so it's all rainfall. Now you go an hour east, you're in the Cascade Mountains. Literally, roads that get closed because they get 10 feet of snow during the wintertime. Ski resorts up in this area called Bend. But if you go an hour west, you're at the ocean too. So it's a neat little pocket to be in.
Is there a lot of squatchers there?
Oh, Vincent.
Squatchers?
Yeah, squatchers.
Vince has an
Squatchers.
obsession with Bigfoot and Sasquatch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There's a noticeably more amount
Oh,
of
not a
people-
dumb question now, huh?
No, it's still a dumb question.
fucking scrouches.
I will say, most of them openly recognize that it's probably false.
Oh,
Most of them I have talked to, but they are definitely crazy intrigued by the by the tale of Bigfoot, and and it comes from the fact that the mountains out there are massive, and just there's so much open area that people feel like it's not really unfathomable that some odd creature has been living out there remotely.
Forever.
Well, not forever. You got to think the West was settled in like 1855. That's only 150 years. So they believe that's not an unreasonable amount of time for some creature to go undiscovered.
No, not really. Not in a forest that.
That's a dude in a fucking suit, Vince. That's a dude in a fucking suit with some fucking fake feet making tracks. Come on.
I don't know, man.
I've seen... Rogan had that show called He Questions Everything, and he did that Bigfoot thing. And they showed him that thing that got constructed. That was a little weird. But didn't he call bullshit on it? Didn't he say he thinks they constructed it?
I don't remember.
I don't.
I don't really. I'm uncomfortable around the woods. Like.
That's just, again, your fear for weird shit that you don't know.
Yeah, like.
What?
Vince has a fear
You won't
of
even
things.
go in the woods?
No.
I don't like the woods at all.
He won't go outside or in the woods or anywhere ever.
They're everywhere.
Dude,
It's very squatchy out there, apparently.
I kind of get it. I like being in the woods, but I kind of get it.
Oh, he won't go in the woods.
Even out there, I've asked you about...
unknown.
The fucking Blair Witch out there.
Like,
I
hey,
enjoy being
should I
in the
carry a
woods.
44 mag or a 357?
44 mag.
Yeah, I've asked you questions like that occasionally. Because people see bears around there. And it's like, if you're hiking...
There's bears around here.
Yeah, but if you're out in the woods and
Right.
suddenly
There's a fucking Bigfoot.
you're fucked. Or a bear. But
Yeah.
there ain't no Bigfoot, Vince.
What if there is?
Vince? Huh?
What if there is, and like I'm just like, oh motherfucker, he's healing from a broken leg and he's real hungry, and I'm right here.
Just start acting like it's a child. This is a bit just aw.
Maybe he will
Aw,
like
maybe
it.
he'll be like, oh, this thing's not threatening. And you're
I'm just gonna fucking cry.
do that. Curl up, ball up. You're like, "Eh." It'll probably work.
You're not going to see
Go.
a Sasquatch, I promise.
I think it's because I watched Harry and the Hendersons as a child.
Oh,
and it terrified
Jesus
me.
Christ.
Like it just
You're
made me
fucked.
real uncomfortable.
That's a polarizing movie.
Our kids
Because,
love
like,
Harry and the
everyone
Hendersons.
remembers that shit.
oh god, and I
Everyone.
think that's where my fear of that developed,
Yeah.
and I think that's why I'm so uncomfortable, like in the woods.
It's on Netflix.
My kids watch it on Netflix all the time. They love that movie.
Like, oh
It's a good
man,
movie.
it could kill those kids.
I could kill those kids.
No, it could kill those kids.
Ah.
Why would you let it in the house? Fuck.
It ate the dog!
As soon as I hit that thing, I want to cut its head off.
I don't know what this is, kill it.
Right?
That's how Vince lives his life.
I'm gonna stab it in the brain,
I don't understand it. I'm stabbing it in the brain.
and then I'm gonna sell it.
Hell yeah.
That's
Have you ever seen Strange Wilderness?
yes.
The end of that movie is fucking hysterical. They shoot Bigfoot, make him look like a suicide. Oh shit.
It's hanging, but it has a bunch of bullet holes in it.
That's such an underrated comedy
Oh my
that's so
god,
forgotten.
I forgot all about it.
There's people in that too. Jonah Hill,
So many people.
Justin Long.
William H. Macy, isn't it?
No,
No.
Oh, there's someone else. It's an older guy. I forget his. No.
Oh, damn it. He played a cop in that one movie.
Steve Zahn's in it.
Steve's on, yeah. The old dude in it. Fuck.
I forget his name.
Justin Long's in it too. isn't
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Jonah Hill.
Tattoos. Jonah Hill. Yeah.
What's it called?
he?
Strange Wilderness. I feel like the guy's name was. I want to say Carradine, but that was the dude. That was the other dude. Hanging by the belts, beating off, dude.
Yeah, that's that one.
Oh, no.
David
That must-
Carradine.
Who the fuck's Jack Nicholson?
Alan Covert.
No.
I think that's that cameraman dude that was in Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
Which guy is it?
It's old guy. Old guy.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
was thinking about the main character.
That's Steve Zahn.
Steve Zahn.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's
Oh, yeah.
Steve Zahn.
Okay. That's who I was thinking.
It
Saving
has,
Silverman?
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
landfill in it too.
Yeah.
Landfill.
From Beer Fest.
I forgot about that. He is totally in that movie. That guy's hysterical. The guy's a part of Broken Lizard.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the Snoop Dogg podcast?
Oh. I didn't
Okay.
even know Snoop Dogg had a podcast.
It's good. It's really good. And the Broken Lizard dudes were on it promoting. They're doing Super Troopers too. Farva was just killing it. The whole thing
Well,
is
him-
so fucking fun.
Him and that other guy do a podcast regularly.
Who?
Fucking, Kevin Heffernan and...
The,
It's called, Chewing It.
do they do one?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like
Regularly.
that.
They had, a few weeks ago, they, might be a few months now, they had a podcast with all 5 of the guys.
Fucking hey, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then the girl that played Ursula showed up in the middle of it.
Yeah.
She was flying in to film.
No
That's how
shit.
they had them all in the same room.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was a really good podcast.
Hell yeah.
Oh man,
That does sound good.
it was a good one. There's a lot of podcasts coming out real good right now.
Someone who listens to podcasts, I let Josh listen to the first part of Stanhope's audiobook.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
Killing Mother. Or
Yeah, Digging Up Mother.
Yeah.
Totally. You can literally get it for free.
Really?
You can do an Audible subscription on Amazon. They let you try it for 30 days, no charge. You just have to cancel it, and you keep the 2 audiobooks you get for free.
Oh, that's cool.
So, dude, literally one of the funniest things I have been listening to. I listened to 3 hours of it when I was traveling here. There was points of it that I was like, turn the volume down. It was so offensive that I was like, oh my god, people are going to hear this and look at me funny. And then there's parts, oh my god, it's vulgar, it's hilarious, it's in depth, and the ends of the chapters are little 20-minute podcasts, basically 20-minute Stanhope podcasts that discuss the chapter and go over some of the shit that he talks about in the chapters. It's really good.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's totally worth it to just kind of screw Amazon with a free subscription. Completely worth it.
I've
Yeah.
done that. I signed up temporarily for Amazon Prime for my free month so I could just order a bunch of my Christmas stuff with free shipping.
You have to watch out for that.
But
Once
then you
do
cancel
that,
it.
Forget to cancel it.
But you
Don't-
have like only like 14 days to cancel it,
Yes.
which I already canceled it.
and you have to watch out because then there's a little button that's somewhere on one of those pages that says reactivate your subscription.
yeah.
And it's super because they have
It's
all your
super
info.
easy.
They start charging you instantly, and it's
Right.
super easy to accidentally be like, "Oh, free shipping with Prime," and accidentally
Right.
click that button, and then suddenly you're getting charged $100 plus whatever you got, whatever else you bought. I had to like cancel my Prime. I had to call Amazon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it was like.
See, mine was pretty easy. I've had it canceled for a little bit.
Well, I deactivated it, and then I made a purchase on Amazon, and it was like a $14 purchase, and then I was like, took $114 out of my bank
Sucks.
account. I was like, I hit order with Prime 2-day shipping. I didn't realize I had done it.
Right.
I was like, whoa, I need to cancel it. It was almost impossible to do through the internet. I had to call
Yeah, you had to
Amazon.
call.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys, any of you guys have any like .edu email addresses, but Amazon is doing this thing now where if you sign up for Amazon Prime with your .edu email
Yeah, it's only like
address,
$50.
You get 6 months free, and then it's only $50 for the rest of the others.
Yeah, I did see that.
Shit.
Yeah. Do you know that if
What
you
do you
order
get with that?
textbooks on Amazon, they'll ship them to you for free if you use your
Yeah.
.edu
That's
email?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
Because I go online and
You
try
get
to
a lot
order
of
my
free
used
shipping a lot and
textbooks.
stuff like that. And
This is what life is now. Hey, free shipping.
Right.
We don't have to pay for our stuff
You
to
know
get
what else is
delivered to
awesome?
us.
Our malls are failing.
Yeah.
You know what else is awesome is once they start putting up those student pens tickets,
Oh,
I can start searching for
Student
that.
rush thing.
yeah.
You can go
I
super
get to go to
cheap.
the Penguins.
I remember pre-2008 student rush tickets were $15.
Yeah, they're super cheap now.
Are they still super
Yeah, they're
cheap?
still super cheap.
That's awesome. I almost tried to fly back here when the Pens were in the Cup and Game 5 was happening. I was calling him. I was like, listen, I might be back Wednesday. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really trying to get back because you're a hockey fan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've missed family. I've missed friends since I've been back.
But I'm not missing the
I
fans.
have never wanted to be back here more and up in Pittsburgh than for Game 5. I was like telling him, I was like, I wish airlines had like, if one of your parents died, they gave you a free ticket, I would totally use that voucher right now. I would totally use that ticket right now to get back for the fucking
That's
Pens
a
game.
thing?
Huh? No. If it was, right now is the time I would use it. I would totally take that voucher right at this moment. Man, I wanted it so bad. But they ended up losing the game,
Right.
and it was crazy. Do you remember the game? There was the 4 goals scored in the first 8 minutes of the first.
Yeah.
And then there was no scoring the rest of the game until San Jose scored towards the end. It was 3-2 was the final.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was painful to watch. Even
That whole series is painful to watch.
not the San Jose one. It was obvious Pittsburgh was better. The painful one
What
to
am I
me
thinking
was
of?
Tampa Bay, because they rolled through the Rangers and they rolled through the Capitals,
Yeah.
and then they hit Tampa Bay, and it looked like, oh, this is going to be tough, but it looks like we got them. And we had. How long have you been a Pens fan?
Since about the year they drafted Crosby.
Yeah.
Because I was still young, so I hopped right on the bandwagon.
Yeah, and that's about when I was too. It was the lockout year that I think I ended up with an NHL game during the lockout year. I knew they had Fleury and big things were coming for the Penguins.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember I watched it sporadically growing up with my dad.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching Lemieux and Yager play. I remember watching the Stanley Cup Finals in 91 and 92.
See, that's when I started to get into hockey. We were young.
Like, I remember watching it. I remember watching Kasparaitis slide down the ice on his stomach.
Hell
I
yeah.
remember watching it live.
Yeah.
And, but, like, then, like, my high school years, I fell out.
Yeah.
And then, like, after I graduated, I started getting back, and, like, they drafted Big Ben.
Yeah.
The Steelers, and, you know, they got Fleury, and they started building the hockey team, and, like, I started getting back into sports in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Well, my late teens, early 20s. So that's about the era.
That's about when I was. I remember the Cup stuff. I remember the Lemieux stuff, but my early hockey days was always Nailers, Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
I remember the old Wheeling Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Like, those were, like, that
Every
resonated.
once in a while, I'll still like see a Thunderbird sticker.
And it just
somewhere or
is
something,
awesome.
and
I got a
I'm just
Thunderbirds
like, yeah.
Birds puck still. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's badass. But then it was the 08-09 year, which was the back-to-back with Detroit where they lost and
Ugh.
won, which was it was so amazing. It was amazing. It was 13 finals games against the same teams over the course of 2 years. It was one of the most magical things.
I remember the last, like, 10 seconds of that game.
Oh, it was insanity. Fleury made that diving
Fleury's
save.
on his side,
Ugh.
and they're just swatting at him. It's bouncing, and I'm going.
Just absolute theater. It was amazing. It just
It's one of those things that's burned into your head.
yeah. Oh,
That look, that one camera angle where the Fleury's on his side and the net's open, and that guy just can't get it up.
yeah. And that was supposed to be the start of their run, of their three, of what Chicago did, basically, how they had, and it was just, after that, it was playoff disappointment.
Yeah.
Year after
Choking.
year.
There's a lot of
It
choking.
was a lot of them being able to skate in the regular season and score against people, but in the playoffs you have to grind games out, and they were incapable of doing that
Yes.
during the Bilesma era and the late Bilesma era, because he took over.
You're also looking
They're
at
playing for 60 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
You're also looking at different eras between these cup runs, though.
Yes.
You got to think about it that way too, because the 08 cup runs, that was towards the end of the Goon era,
Yes. Yes.
and the Penguins were one of the leaders against that.
yeah.
They're one of the first teams that started dropping the Goons.
Yeah.
yeah,
So they got their ass
first.
kicked for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that'll always
you
be
can't
part of
grind
hockey.
with Crosby.
That'll always be part of hockey. Rough hockey will always be part of hockey. It's just how teams
play around that.
Build. It's how they build their team. You build teams on different things. Just like you.
And they had the grinders. They had
did.
Matt Cook.
They had, like,
Matt Cook. Kunitz. Kunitz is a great grinder player. He's made some of the most crucial plays in the playoffs for the Penguins for them to have the success they've had.
You also had what's his face? He was 9 feet tall. Damn. Oh shit.
A center?
He was a defenseman. He was huge.
Hal Gill?
Yes.
Yeah, Hal Gill. Massive man.
Hal Gill that year.
Yeah. And they had pieces, man. And but they did have remnants of. But you're right. It was the end of that bruiser enforcer era where it was. You needed all the skill now. There was no filling a roster spot with a big dude who could just punch you in the face. You know.
Now here we are 8 years later, and the rest of the league's caught up.
Yeah.
There's no more of the grinders like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like now they're on more of an even playing field with everyone else now, that everyone else is pretty much committed to that.
But the Bilesma era, they were forcing the long pass to try to spark the offense. They were unwilling to adjust.
Yeah.
You can't do that in sports. Do you know what happens when you do that in sports? You're the Browns and you're 0-11. That's what fucking happens. And they as soon as they got rid of Bilesma, it was Bilesma, then it was that other guy, Johnston.
Yeah.
But with Johnston's remnants, they hired that other coach. Can't remember his frickin' name now. New York guy talks with that thick accent. Oh, it's killing me.
Shit.
Just like the 09 Cup run, they replaced the coach and won the cup.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was the use of an old old parts and kind of molding it to what moving forward, and it worked brilliantly. I also love Phil Kessel more than anyone I've ever loved in my entire life. And he's amazing.
The best.
He is. I liked Phil Kessel in Toronto, and I felt bad for him. I knew about those the memes of him and hot dogs when he was up in Toronto. And it was absolutely, I was like, this guy is hilarious. And like, I don't know why he has that persona, but there's just something about him. You can tell. You can tell he just deserves all of it. And he's just awesome. And he's a badass. He should have won the Conn fucking Smythe.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, that was just because it was Sidney Crosby. That seriously was what happened there. He should have won the Conn fucking Smythe.
Phil Castle.
That was a good team last year.
It's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
I never seen him walk into a playoffs and just dominate.
That Tampa series was so stressful. Oh, they're down to... And it was overcoming all those years of those playoff failures. And this year it was like, oh my God.
No,
they're actually...
Even though the big difference I noticed when they switched to this coach, when they say they have a bad game,
Yeah.
it doesn't carry to the next game anymore.
Yes.
I don't, like, they're made of stone now. You know what I mean?
Toughened up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like back in the Disco Dan era, if they had a bad game, it lasted for 9 days.
Yes. And then they come out of it, and then they were playing at their full potential.
There's a lot of ups and downs.
And suddenly, if you're in a playoff series and you're down, guess what? You're 5 games, you're out. You know, that's the end of it.
That's how you win 3 games, then drop 4.
Yeah.
And
they did that one year.
Yeah. They had that fucking meltdown.
Well, they were up 3-1 on Tampa that one year, and then lost the next 3.
Like 3 in a row.
Yeah. Awful. Absolutely awful.
That shit don't go down anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they lose a game, and then the next game they beat you 5-1.
But seeing them overcome that Tampa deficit and win that series, it felt like it again. Like this is.
I knew they had it from there.
Yeah. Oh, I did too, and I knew San Jose was good, and a buddy of mine out in Eugene is a Sharks fan too, so we enjoyed talking shit during the finals. I enjoyed talking.
So I had a good feeling when I ran through the Rangers.
I did too, but it's a long playoff. But then I saw what they did with Washington, and at points, Washington was the best team in the NHL.
Yeah.
And they just ran through them.
Yeah. They were on a fucking mission.
And it was after that I started like feeling like, oh man, I think they're going to... Oh, shit.
I was talking to my dad, I'm like, real good.
And they... but it feels like... It doesn't feel like they could start another run here.
They feel solid.
Yeah.
Like I
very
don't
solid.
I don't even worry when like they have to call up players anymore.
No, because the system. That was another thing too. Biles must seemed unwilling to call up players. As soon as Johnston left, that dude started calling up people from the AHL because he was from the Wilkes-Barre Scranton team. So he knew these kids are ready to play.
Oh fuck yeah!
I can put them in the system and get productivity out of them.
And he did.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like more than he should have. Like
amazing.
The talent he got out of Wilkes-Barre Scranton was more than average, I felt like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Matt Murray, it's like, who is this kid?
Yeah, like, you're talking about Fleury being on the trading block right now.
Yeah. Which is still a serious possibility.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it's all because of this 21-year-old.
Who's phenomenal.
That you had hiding in this fucking podunk-ass town.
In fucking the middle of PA, playing fucking scrub-ass AHL hockey.
He's kicking your starting goalie out of town.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have him for another decade.
Yeah. It's crazy. It was after Stahl had gone and they were losing some of those parts. It felt like they missed they missed the window. That was the window and it's gone. It's not at all. There's about 3 more good years brewing right now. It's very exciting.
Before you got another 3 years before you got another 5 years before Crosby and Malkin are even exiting in their prime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy.
They're, 29, 30?
Yeah, I think Crosby... Okay, Crosby is 1 year older than me, so he's 29. Malkin is 30, because he's 1 year older than Crosby. Jordan Stahl was younger than me. That's when I started feeling weird about how old I was. I was like, this motherfucker's playing hockey.
That's how Vince feels, too.
That's when I started feeling old.
Right. Yeah.
Is when, hot, sports stars, are younger than me.
Doing, and I'm sitting on a couch watching them party.
Right.
I'm watching Dak Prescott. He's 22 years old. I'm like, woo!
Right, just tearing
Good
up.
for you.
I don't even hate Prescott. I know.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am very impressed. Ezekiel Elliott too. Now I knew about Elliott because he ran through Oregon in the Ohio State-Oregon National Championship game. He had that crazy run in that game where he stiff-armed. I know you said you don't watch college, but it was epic. An epic fucking run. And I was like, oh, that's an NFL player. Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
It was...
And I'm telling you, that's the only reason the Cowboys are good this year.
Yeah.
They're 10-1.
Yeah.
11-1 now, actually. Yeah. And it's because Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh,
and Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well...
They have a good offensive line, though.
You know who
Yeah.
I saw that interview Romo did this week.
Yeah.
Dude, I have never been more impressed with a current NFL quarterback and the way he handled that.
Absolutely. I mean, it wasn't like he was just saying what people wanted to hear too. He was even like, I'm a starter somewhere, but that's not now.
Here.
That's not what's going on.
Yeah.
This is Dak's team. It's and you could tell it's not comfortable for him to say these things.
Oh, no.
But he knows.
You could tell it was sincere, though.
Yes. You could still tell it was sincere. It was quite a phenomenal sight out of an athlete who we're so often...
It was very respectful.
And so often we just get the BS line.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just, it was a good game.
Something someone else scribbled on a napkin and handed you right before you walked out here.
Yeah. And that's not what he did. And that was phenomenal.
I was so impressed.
I honestly have never had a problem with Romo.
I don't.
I just hate Jerry Jones. And he's awful. He's just awful to listen to, and it just sucks when players I like end up on the Cowboys.
I'm super happy for them.
Yeah, until it fucks us up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be having any of that shit.
Did you watch the Steeler-Cowboy game?
Yeah.
Best game I've seen in a long time. Best NFL game I've seen in a long time. And then the night game was New England and Seattle, and that was fucking phenomenal too. And that was seriously 2 of the best NFL games I've seen all year.
Been a lot of good games this year, though. Impressive shit.
There's been some, but man, some of the ones I've caught have just been shit shows.
There were, 3 tied games?
Yeah, ties I've been watching. People missing field goals in the end of that one game.
It has been a hell of a season for kickers not knowing what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, there was that last weekend or 2 weekends ago. There was 12 extra points missed total in the
Yeah.
NFL. That's hilarious.
Then you got the Steelers doing weird shit, like going for the 2-point conversion 4
Every time.
times.
Yeah, they're like, fuck it, we ain't even gonna kick the ball. We don't even
Can't catch us on an extra point.
we ain't gonna miss them.
You know what sucks? I started the Steelers kicker that week.
Oh my god. It was just like, no, absolutely.
I got 1 point.
Ugh.
I think it was a pity point because he was just there.
You do fantasy?
Yeah.
That's you know what I like about fantasy is it keeps you engaged with the entire league.
Yes.
That is the coolest thing about fantasy football.
That's my favorite thing about NFL Red Zone.
Yeah. Oh, that's like crack to people who have fantasy football.
Holy shit.
Seriously, people
They'll
are
just
like,
hop to whatever's good.
yeah, you could like burn the person. They'd be like, oh, what's going on? Someone's gonna score. Hold on. Cussing?
Something's-
Why are you cussing? Someone got points. Shit.
God
I watched
damn Rams defense.
all year. Damn the Rams defense. I drafted Brown overall. I do 3 leagues. I want 2 of them I don't care about. 1 of them I care a little more about. I drafted Brown first overall in 1 of them, and that was such a good feeling. I normally avoid Steelers because I don't like my fantasy interests conflicting with my Steelers interests. So
Yeah.
I try to kind of avoid
I
that.
did the
But
same
Brown
shit.
is so good.
Yeah, I regret not. I picked up Tyler Lockett really early because I thought he was going to be a sleeper and he ain't fucking panning out.
Yeah, shit happens, man. It's crazy.
But I picked up Eli Manning. He's kind of shit in the bed, but I also picked up Andy Dalton like real late, and he's playing better than Eli like in fantasy.
Dalton's a better start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I picked him up in like my 14th round.
yeah.
Yeah.
I my sleeper pick, Derek Carr. I knew he was going to be a star.
Son of a bitch.
I called that shit 2 years ago. Derek Carr was going to be a fucking winner. People were like, he plays on the Raiders. What are you talking about?
Motherfucker.
Terrible. Yeah, they're 8-2.
I know.
They're 8-2. That is crazy.
It's pretty
That's
wild.
Yeah.
insane. Right before they're about to be shipped off to Las Vegas.
Ship a 13-3 team that's making the playoffs as like a 2 seed in the AFC off to Vegas.
You're gonna uproot them.
Yeah, good job, NFL. Good job. I think that would be a damn shame. I know they weren't. How Oakland is so defined by the Raiders to me. I think of that like the images of the black hole during the live games, and it's like that's in my head. That is Oakland to me.
We're
Right.
playing right next door to the Golden Knights or whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, no, that's not.
That's goddamn ridiculous.
I do think there should be an NFL team in Vegas, though, because it would make Vegas a sweet. Like I've never really had the overwhelming urge to go to Vegas, but if it was
I
like,
do.
if it was, imagine an NFL package where you go there, you stay in a hotel, they bus you to the game, they bus you back, you're drinking the whole time, fucking. That would be phenomenal. You know what I mean?
You're like drinking and gambling and
yeah, drunk, and then you don't have to.
you make friends with an Indian.
I would
Yeah,
never make it home. I would
For some reason you're wearing a lot of turquoise.
it'd be phenomenal though. Like a
That would be
package, like
so much
yeah.
fun.
It'd be a very
though.
successful business if you get
You're
started.
drinking drinks out of a cup that's 3 feet tall.
Oh yeah,
Right.
on a
Has an
bus.
It lights
has an
up.
umbrella on it. We're gonna go see the Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
Thrown up on yourself 3 times.
Gotta
Fucking
see,
good time.
gotta see that look on that tour guide's face when he says, "Is this a goddamn?" Because you're the 3,000th idiot this year that's done that.
Someone does it every tour.
Everyone.
Hang himself because you're the one that set him over the edge.
Snaps and starts smashing shit. Ugh.
And going for days.
Throws himself over the goddamn.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
No, because I would never come back.
Yeah,
I actually had
that's
that
how I
problem.
feel.
When I drove out there, I stayed in Vegas. And I'm sitting in Vegas and I'm like, I got this money that I'm supposed to start my new life with.
This could be a real short life.
So I sat in a Motel 6 for hours just being like, should I? And I didn't. I put $5 in a machine somewhere. I walked around downtown Vegas, and I fucking went to sleep and left the next day. I got some In-N-Out burger. I was like, there will be a more appropriate time.
Did you at least walk down the street while drinking a beer?
No, I didn't drink. I was like not drinking at the time. I was
Okay.
dry. I was like, I don't know. I was very anxious.
That's
Filled
the
with
first thing I want to
anxiety.
do when I go there.
I loved it. I loved walking down, or being in this one part,
Yeah.
taking pictures. It was a great feel, and I just felt like I wanted to be there to do that.
Right.
And that's not why I was there.
Right.
It was just because it was night and I was tired and I just stopped driving. And Vegas was like literally the perfect spot. I was staying in Vegas. But then once I got there, I was like,
Live in Vegas.
I should have went past Vegas. I should have went past Vegas. I would have been tempted then.
Oh no, I gotta do some shit.
I
would have caused a ruckus
I'd be like,
at
we
least.
going out.
I planned a great route
I
out
can
west.
spend this much money. And then after you spend that much money, you're like, all right, well, maybe another couple $100.
And see, that would have been
And then I would have found the acid.
that would have been me coming home. I would have been like, oh, I lost all my money. I gotta come home.
Like, you had to turn around.
Yeah, like literally that's the end of my trip.
You're that close.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave that bad.
Turns out I have gambling issues. And I can't do that.
You get all the way to Vegas, then you have to call your mom.
Like, no.
Mom,
I was
can you
not
send me
gonna
money
do
so I
that.
can come?
Yeah. Not gonna do that.
Mom,
At all.
I fucked up.
If you had to prostitute yourself.
Listen, can you imagine him being escorted out of this casino? Just like, do you someone cell phone to call my mom?
As you bet yours.
Yours is on a table somewhere.
Shit.
Because it turns out you really can gamble anything. By the way, you owe someone 2 pints of blood.
Do you remember Insomniac with Dave Attell?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember the Vegas one where he went to those 24-hour pawn shops that were literally the most massive places?
I bet.
No, but I bet it's
People-
amazing.
Fake legs, pawning everything. And this dude would buy everything. He would. It's like most of the time people come back. They just wanted $20 for the night, and they, yeah. It's like
Like, how did you come upon your fake leg? Like, you can do without today?
How'd you get there?
Right. How'd you get out of
Do you
there?
have a crutch? Is someone gonna piggyback you?
Right.
Just replaced it with a peg leg.
Like, how much does one get for...
Do you have a spare?
Right. Is that your good one? Like, or is that your spare?
He picked
It's my
up
going
a
out leg.
It's not going out. It's the one with the spring in it.
What's one of those weird feet? Like weird hook
Where the
feet.
joints work.
You know what I'm talking about? This little bouncy.
It's a strong foot. What are you talking about?
The strong foot.
I'd want a peg leg.
You want a peg leg?
That's so
If I did not
inconvenient.
have a leg, I would,
that would
not
be-
I
want a
would want a
peg
peg
leg.
leg if
The
I didn't
blade
have a
one?
leg.
Are you talking about the blade one?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
when
Like
you
the
could
ones
ride-
they run on?
Like Oscar Pistorius shot his dude who shot his wife. He had those. Yeah.
Yeah. The real bouncy.
Yeah, he was a runner. He was nasty at running too.
Like, are they interchangeable? You
Could
just
you, like,
click them
jump-
out and click them.
I think they give you like a
Like
little
that?
bit of...
Could you
I
imagine
don't think
seeing
they're
that
super
dude
bouncy.
running
I
that?
think
Yeah,
they're-
we if they were.
Just with the fucking
Could you
knife
imagine
leg.
your realization that he's faster than you? As he's chasing you.
Motherfuckers had knife legs. Faster than I am.
That's gross.
Just gonna jump up and slice your throat.
See, that's the kind of shit that makes me uncomfortable. Ugh. Like, quit jumping on your nubs, man. It has to hurt.
Oh fuck.
Like, what if they're not even?
Yeah, they'd have to at least be even.
I don't know why it grosses me out, but it does.
Nubs.
Just deformities gross him out in general.
That's because you don't know them.
No, just fucking.
What if someone hopped up to you and said, Vince, you don't have to worry. Just if you want to touch the knob, just touch the knob. I'm completely open. You don't have to worry about offending me.
Nope.
Would you
No?
no, just not, no.
You guys remember seeing that video someone put in the Benz where the guy screaming on the street, he all had nubs.
Oh, he hops. Oh, I've
And he
seen that.
pointed
video.
at and he was just like, "Watch you fucking people!" And he's like going like this and pointing.
He hops out of that chair, and he I don't know the word.
Tries to accost the
No,
man.
no, the motion this man makes. It's a hop slither. And
I think I know it.
Oh,
and these two people
not
are
unlike
fighting.
a seal.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have seen that.
Yes.
You guys are fighting.
Yes.
He like tries to start biting that guy's head.
Oh, he does. They're beating the fuck out of that dude. Him and that crackhead are beating the fuck out of that dude who was trying to fight the crackhead.
Yeah.
It was crazy. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god. It looks like a chicken wing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not proud of myself for being uncomfortable about it.
It's okay. I was just wondering.
It's
if someone was, I would be like, I just want to feel these parts and like what happened and like I just want to be curious. Like, what can you feel this? Can you not? You know what I mean? I'm just curious for the most part.
I'm not curious.
Does that phantom pains?
Yeah, like shit like that. Like if you put your where it should have been out and I go like that. It's like, obviously you don't, but it makes me feel weird and does it make you feel weird?
My arm.
Yeah.
I think it
I have
depends
questions.
if like you were born that way or if it's something that happened to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it was a deformity versus if you lost a limb. I think that would probably affect it.
I feel like that guy had a little bit of both going on
Yeah.
that you were talking about. I feel like there were some deformities going on there, but there was also some
I
other,
feel like he
some
was probably
things
wrong.
happened.
Man, he's dragging his dick across the ground though.
Something happened. Some
Do
shit
you
went
wear a
down
cup?
for that guy. I probably would. How do you put it on?
He might, right.
That's true.
Chainmail underwear.
He may not even
I didn't see
have
any
those parts
sparks.
anymore. Who knows?
He drug him off on the ground.
Probably. It probably exploded off his body with the rest of his limbs.
He probably ate gluten and his dick flew off.
That's
Wait,
exactly
his
what
legs
happened.
exploded off?
Why is that the assumption?
That's just what I assumed.
No,
happened
dude, he
for
moved
legs.
too fluently. He was like that since birth.
He was a transformer.
Nah, he moved super fluently. So like, I'm gonna say he spent his whole life like
At least
that.
a very long time.
Like
He's pretty good at it.
he knew his body.
Yeah, he drug his dick off the ground a time or two before that.
Oh, imagine when he gets older and dragging that
And
thing
it gets a
behind
little
him.
lower.
Looks like he's sat in gum.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
That's the grossest thing for me to imagine, and you say that all the time. This is a thing that happens in our house. We have dogs, okay?
Yeah.
They like to eat the crotch out of everybody's underwear, including
Yeah.
Vince's. So he'll put them on and not know. And then he just lounges. Like this.
Oh.
And I'll go, Vince. He'll say, what? I go, see the back of your nuts. And then he'll be like, oh yeah? And then just go back to sitting. And like, last week, he had there was no crotch line. He's just wearing them like it's no problem. I came up and I ripped them physically off of his body. And then he just sat back down, like,
She ripped them off of my body.
he
Yeah.
wouldn't
Like
take them off.
I didn't move,
Yeah.
but she pulled them off of.
Mom says you gotta throw those ones away.
There was zero crotches.
The holes are too big in the
But
man.
here's the thing: once she got them off my body, I still hadn't moved. So now I'm just wearing a t-shirt and socks.
But that's still more
It's
flattering.
like an elastic waistband.
But no, she got it off me. But I'm still sitting there. So like,
But that's better than seeing this much of the back of your balls. That's the least
Like,
flattering part
Press,
of the balls.
it's your nutsack's like pressed through the hole.
Right, like
too.
Yeah.
bulging out.
Yeah, it's like
It's muffin
fucking-
topping. Out of
Like a damn
it looks like
hernia.
it's mushroom
It's
growing.
like a hernia.
thing. And it's an awful thing.
one of your nuts is popping out of the hole and stuff. That's bad, man.
And then he doesn't care. He's so inconsiderate to other people to have to see that.
It's only you.
Yeah, and it's disgusting. And I don't like it.
It wasn't worse just seeing me sitting there in the exact same position, like one knee up.
Yeah, it was worse.
Well, at least
It was worse with the underwear.
Yes.
your nut
You
sack
tore
doesn't
his
look
underwear
like
off.
fucking
and you're like,
herniated
I'm fine with this.
nutsack spot,
Yeah.
like pressing out of the.
I sat there
He
like,
didn't even move. He didn't even blink. He just continued watching television. Like it was just
herniated.
an everyday event.
I sat there for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris has a good diagram. Herniated nutsack. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Yeah, it looked like my underwear was trying to blow a bubble.
Yeah.
Bubblegum has never been a more appropriate description of that. I remember finding, I don't know. It was this box of VHS porn we found in an abandoned warehouse
shit.
somewhere, and we were watching it that one night, laughing hysterically. Some girl fucking said that shit in the porn. Like his nuts, his shorts had a little hole in it, and his nuts were peeking out. And it's like, she said something like, "Is that bubblegum?"
Oh shit!
That was like the intro to the fucking sex scene. Like
Yeah.
how did that happen?
He's like, nah, girl.
That's my nutsack. Oh, sorry, that's actually
Did you
my
just like pull some
nutsack.
sack through a little hole?
That's how you get all the bitches. I've been fucking doing it wrong all along. Son of a bitch.
Holy
You're gonna
shit.
go out there and just cut like a little dime-sized hole in the crotch of your pants.
Listen,
And just pull like a half-inch of sack out through it.
there are very few times that I want to have sex with you less than I do when that happens. It's not attractive.
Herniated nut holes.
Like it's like I don't. Even the next day, I'm like, no, I'm good. Nope.
I get it.
Sticks with you.
Is that bubblegum?
Yeah, he's that.
You just
I was
made
all like,
such
is it all
a
like monotone?
disgusted face.
Because it's
You
awful.
made such a fucking.
He's such a handsome person, and then he does shit like
And
that.
then he lets his nutsack hang out, and it's
And it just-
fucking rude.
God, why do you have a
it.
fucking nutsack? God damn it!
It's a waste of your handsome face.
I'm sorry.
Eat some gluten.
Balls are unsightly though.
Especially when it's like the weird back bulge
Get
part.
these
Like
out of
it's.
here. These make babies. Fuck that.
Oh man.
I mean, penises aren't pretty though.
No.
They're not.
No, but they're not just not a sack of
I
skin
don't
and just.
Yeah, but if you're sitting awkwardly, it's
They're inconvenient.
They do seem pretty inconvenient.
There's just, I don't know. That's not something I want to look at.
sometimes like they're just strewn about if it's above
hot.
the average temperature.
Right.
Strewn about.
Right. Like if it's hot out, they're definitely worse.
Like if I'm laying on my side, it's not unthinkable to think that one's out front and one's out back.
Like
Saddlebagging. I don't know if that's the real name.
holy shit.
Get in the fucking truck wagon, son. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
This.
Load up the saddlebags. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
What's that funny?
Ew, it was.
He's fucking. Oh my god. Those saddlebags are loaded down there. Gotta get the hell out of Dodge City.
It was called, but that's what it's called now.
You're right. Super gross to picture though.
You've named something you're repulsed by.
Holy shit!
It's like getting a disease that has been undiagnosed and they need to name it after
Gehrig's disease.
you. Right.
Yeah.
I'm the Lou Gehrig of balls. This is not good.
Holy shit!
Are you good?
Oh my god!
We were just talking about haunted Goldwings.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta set them saddlebags. Them babies are loaded down. Get the hell out of Dodge City, kids.
Oh my god! The Lou Gehrig balls.
That goes on a tombstone.
Oh, honey, if you go before me.
I'm not going to. It's fine.
God damn it.
I'll make sure of.
How do you seem so sure of that?
If I feel it coming, you're going first. my first chest pain. We're done.
First chest
Do you need a
pain.
phone? Do you need to call 911? I need a knife.
No, I got this 9mm
Right.
under my pillow.
Not going first.
Could you see Ruby? I can see you just grab your chest, be like, and just
It pokes a hole in me.
it's just fucking falling on the ground.
She's fading and I'm just bleeding out.
I'm just stabbing with every last bit of
As she's
energy.
going down there, he's like stabbing you in the shin and shit.
Just to make sure it doesn't say the Lou Gehrig balls on her tombstone.
So you motherfuckers are getting down. I'll kill all of you.
This is what it's like when you married your best friend.
I think I'm gonna die. You're all going first.
Oh shit.
You guys want to touch saddlebags?
Oh man.
Like together?
Do you
Like
want
the
to be
both
back?
of you?
Do you want to do it back to back?
He's
or
gonna
front to
call it a
front?
fucking wagon train.
It's like scissoring for dudes, right?
It's like braiding dickheads, except you're
They're
not.
gonna
You're
try
just
ball
touching the
sacks.
people.
Say braiding dick.
Yeah.
What?
Don't you know that people braid their dicks together?
No.
It's just a
I thought there was
regular
a thing
thing.
where it's like you slide the
They
docking.
braid
What's that
them.
called?
Docking.
Yes, that's
What's
it.
They
Docking?
actually,
Says you slide
the
the
newest
foreskin over the other
actually
dick while they're
braid
touching dick
Wow.
to dick.
Docking.
actually.
You didn't know what
there's
docking
some
is?
braid-
No.
You braid, you
I'm
braid
sorry.
the dicks.
So it's
Really?
almost like one of those Chinese finger traps. But
Yeah.
It's like,
It's exactly like that.
exactly.
yeah, but only
But you have to be
uncircumcised men can do
uncircumcised, right?
it. Yeah.
Huh.
It's super gross.
I would like.
What,
I don't get why.
I don't know
Something
either.
to do.
I
People.
don't.
You're bored.
Right. That's what I don't get about most of it.
Yeah,
And
so
you
why?
want to
I
dock?
mean, if
Why
it
do
feels
you do
good, that's
that?
fine. I get it. But I just
feel
don't
like
see
it's
that it
just
would.
doing weird shit. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't feel like that really feels good.
No, I feel like it's more awkward than anything.
Yeah.
I don't want your sweaty dick skin all over me. Sweaty.
I mean, like you, I don't know. I'm not gonna go any further.
Just
Making assumptions over here.
That's okay.
sweaty dicks.
Well, it's just hot down there, and that's a lot of skin, I feel like.
Just why?
Some dick skin. And
Did you say sweaty dick skin or snotty dick skin?
sweaty. Maybe.
I feel like snotty dick skin. you
That's
should
way
probably
worse.
get
And I
some
feel like
That's
Yes.
the best
I
alias
feel
in
like
the world.
that means you need
Snotty dick
antibiotics.
skin?
Snotty dick skin.
Oh my god, that's a wonderful alias.
Snodgrass dick skin.
Snodgrass dick skin.
What do you think's worse, sweaty dick skin or sweaty saddlebags?
Dick skin.
Dick skin.
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like saddlebags are just understandably always sweaty. So it's not like a shock.
Are nut
It is
sacks not to
it's
not be
associated
called
with
nut
heat.
sacks anymore?
If your dick's sweating, your nuts are sweating.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
a,
a fact.
it's a square, it's a square in the
That's
rectangle
facts.
again.
Yeah.
If your
That's
balls are
facts.
sweaty,
Listen,
it
it's
doesn't mean your dick's sweaty. But if your dick's
Just
sweaty, your balls are
balls
definitely
sweaty.
sweaty.
Yeah.
yeah, because
You got swamp ass.
Listen, it's
It's all
science.
going on.
Heat rises. All right.
Ooh.
So it starts from way
Starts in the
down
balls.
yonder and works its way up. It's
You
the one.
tell him, Vince, with science.
It's the one.
Tell him with science.
It's the one time that water flows up. So.
That's right. So, no, listen. Vince, I promise you. Shit don't flow uphill. Water don't flow uphill.
It does when it's
It doesn't.
it does when it's genital
You
sweat.
have to have a pump.
Those when his genital sweat.
Nut pump.
A little bit.
Nut pump.
What did he just say?
He just said nut pump a whole bunch of times.
Just wandering away.
4 fucking times. Nut pump, nut pump.
Just pacing around.
Nut pump.
Yeah.
Bikes.
Bikes.
It's because he's a fucking lunatic. I understand that.
I was sleeping on their couch this morning. We were up late last night. I woke up to Ryan coming in the door, just a raging about shit. And I was like, man, home sweet home. This is what it's
Just
about.
Ryan
I'm 21 again.
Yeah. It was good.
Like in deja vu.
Yeah.
You're on a couch and
Like have you
Ryan's
dreamed?
Yeah.
Have you dreamed most of the last decade?
Right? Suddenly, it's just, nothing has changed. Ugh.
He did
I'm
too.
waking up on a couch, smelling of booze.
Because I was up, I just wasn't really moving around.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wake him up. So, like, you could hear him start when he was fucking coming out of the garage. So, like, he was just like, if anyone's listening, feel free. Because this is happening anyways.
Like, if Josh would have been in his room and I would have been out cold, he still would have been going. Motherfucker. Like, it just would
I
have been
was
addressed
back.
to the
No, I
universe.
was back there.
Were you?
I just sat in there for a while, and then I finally came out.
Yeah.
Because I heard you were talking to him back, so I was like, okay, he's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard him fucking goddamn fucking stupid ass bullshit.
It's just car issues. Someone having car issues. It was just
You do
upsetting
that
to
all
me.
the time, though.
Someone
Oh, dude.
fucking-
I swear so much.
At everything. And I'll be
Yeah.
like, what is your problem? He's like, sometimes I just have to cuss at things, babe. I'm like, he's like, it's not at you.
It's just
Sis.
I get that all the time.
Well,
Dude,
'cause,
like-
like, I'll be in the kitchen, and then I'll leave the kitchen, then he'll go in the kitchen, he'll be like, God damn it, so I assume it's something I did or
Yeah.
left, and it's pissing him off, and I'll be like, what? He'll be like, it's not at you, God!
Listen, it's just guy code. Sometimes, not sometimes, guaranteed, whatever we're doing, eventually, at some point of doing it, we're gonna lose our shit.
He just
And then
goes
it's gonna
through
be
these
okay.
things.
Yeah, I just need to swear for a second.
He has to, like, come home and just open cabinets and shut them and cuss, and then he's fine again. And it's all the time.
It's mostly the OCD.
He's not done delivering shit.
Right. He's doing, I don't know what he does though.
I'm just
like,
pacing and burning off steamer.
and cussing.
It is just the OCD. He just
Yes.
comes home, opens his cabinet, goes, fuck,
That
fuck,
is
closes it.
pretty much protocol.
It has to have an even number of swear words in it before I can walk away from it.
You do it all the time.
Fridge. Yes.
Open the fridge. Shit ass cunt balls. Fuck. Just close it.
And it's all
Yeah.
the time. Like, I'll hear him walk up the steps. Motherfucker. And I'm like, what? And he's like, nothing. Like, you sounded so upset a minute ago. And he's like, it's nothing. I just had to cuss. You Tourette's? Like, does it all the time.
Swearing is like my binky.
But see,
It soothes me.
when Ryan's cussing and you go, "What's up, man?" You are in for a 20-minute dissertation on reality, on reasonable thinking, in the world around us.
You're in for a debriefing.
And
You
then
gotta
Yes,
sit down.
it's time for a debriefing, and it's always
Fucking
informative.
an O200.
It's always informative.
There's always some sort of like science explanation. I mean, I came over here one day, we were just hanging out, and the next thing you know, I know the difference between an AC battery and a DC battery.
It just goes.
Yeah.
It goes. Well, you said he was
Fucking-
doing something for this guy's. He basically ran out of gas and told Ryan, "No, I put gas in it," and he just did not put enough gas in it. So Chris was like, they were talking, and Ryan said, "Oh yeah, it's been running for 10 minutes. I'm leaving here shortly." I'm like, "We're waiting around." That's why I was texting you and be like, We're gonna be late. But Chris is like, he's probably. I can't remember how you worded it, but that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Is that he was sitting out there, they were probably fucking wasting gas because they were just standing outside of it talking. He's smoking beer and like fucking talking about like the chemical breakdown of gasoline. It's like
Yeah.
fucking
Like
shit,
that
fuck
matters.
shit up. That's why you gotta have fucking goddamn fucking bullshit. And
If you don't smudge the fucking fuel pumps, they fucking burn out. And it's like, everything he's saying is true. And it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. See, this
Yeah.
is. I've earned this.
Well, we just did a 2-hour podcast.
Yeah?
Wow.
We
It
did.
didn't feel like 2 hours.
We went hard.
Yeah, that was fun. That was enjoyable.
I really enjoyed having you here, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm not like leaving as soon as they shut this off. We're gonna get fucked up.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get disgraceful fucked up, and that's the only reason I'm shutting it off.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I'm committing. We're back again this week with Dave Zaneski. I think. Yeah. That'll be fun. But alright, thanks for being on, man.
Thanks.
Good times.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.
We're at the airport. He's getting on the plane now.
Oh,
Bye, Chris Tsekouras.